Hey guys, I'm Brandon Harris with Premier Fitness Systems, and I'm here with Mind Pump TV to give you guys 4 exercises to help with golfer's elbow. So the simplified version of golfer's elbow is we have medial elbow pain. So what we're gonna do is address the why you might be having that pain and then give you guys exercises or solutions to start to fix it. So one of the reasons that you might be getting medial elbow pain is lack of shoulder range of motion in IR, ER, and flexion extension. So the first component of this exercise is going to be wall feedback, shoulder flexion. So I'm gonna take a seat on the wall. I wanna get my butt all the way flush and my back flush. If you can, legs can be out. For some of you guys, your hamstrings are gonna limit this position, so go ahead and feel free to bend your knees. It's more important that your back is flush on the wall than it is how far your hands move, okay? So from this position, I'm gonna drive my head back. I'm sensing my rib cage being down, my back is flat, and I'm just gonna raise my arms, rotate, work into my in range. That's as far as I got right now, and I'm gonna come back out. Again, it's more important that we don't extend away from the wall, then we get our arms all the way to the wall. So I'll go ahead and do that again. I'm gonna raise my arms nice and strong, as deep as I can or as high as I can, create some good activation, good tension, and bring it back down. We'll go ahead and do that 10 repetitions with about a 2-second pause at the top. And on the last rep, let's hold for 10 seconds. Now let's address limitation in your IR. So with the wall providing feedback, I'm gonna get into this position. I'm gonna drive my elbows into the wall. The IR position, internal rotation, is coming down. So I'm gonna create good activation. I'm gonna pull into the movement, 1 to 2 second pause, and then I'm gonna repeat. What you want to avoid in this movement is allowing your shoulder to drive forward and jam into the front of the joint. So this is what that might look like. I can get further, but notice how my shoulder is translating forward. So that we don't want that. We want to make sure that the shoulder is nice and square, nice and centered. And then I'm going to pull into the IR position. I feel the stretch, 1 to 2 second hold, back up. Repeat for 10 seconds. We're gonna do the same thing for ER, for external rotation. Drive the elbows into the wall, maintain that good postural position, pull up into external rotation, hold for a 1, 2, and repeat. And the dysfunction would be the same here. I'm going to drive and I'm gonna shift away from the wall and I'm gonna end up jamming up my shoulder. So to run through this again, we're gonna work flexion, 10 repetitions, 1 to 2 second hold, 10 second hold on the last rep. We have internal rotation, 10 repetitions, 2 second holds, 10 second on the last rep, and then finish up with the external rotation in this same pattern. All right, guys, second exercise of the series to eliminate golfer's elbow. We're going to now work even further into addressing limitations in shoulder IR and ER. So this is the sleeper stretch. And we're gonna make this active. So I'm gonna lay down into this position, kind of fetal position. I'm not all the way up. I'm also not nice and straight. I've got a little bend. My lumbar spine is not extended. Maybe a little flex is okay. My bottom arm, my right arm, I'm gonna reach nice and long and just clear my body. So from there, I'm gonna check the alignment and I want my arm to come towards my waistline, okay? So from this position, I'm gonna take my top arm and I'm gonna take myself into a passive stretch. So right there, I start to feel the stretch. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to push my arm, my right arm, into that top hand, and I'm gonna create some isometric tension into that hand. I'm gonna hold for a 5 to 10 second count, and then I'm gonna pull away. So now I'm gonna go further into the stretch, and I'm gonna repeat. I'm pulling for 5 to 10 seconds. I'm gonna pull away. So now I'm gonna go further into the movement, and I'm gonna repeat that for 5 times. So progressively, I'm gonna get a little bit deeper. So to run through that again, I'm gonna check my position. I want my arm, my stretching arm, to go into my waistline. I'm gonna take my hand into a passive stretch. I'm gonna drive my right arm, in this case, this way into the hand for a 5 to 10 second count, and then I'm going to pull away for a 5 to 10 second count. So we're working to increase the active control of the IR and ER of the shoulder. All right, guys, moving along to the third exercise of this series, working to eliminate golfer's elbow. So one of the variables that we see that can cause medial elbow pain, golfer's elbow, is limitations in your wrist mobility. So I'm gonna take you guys through a real simple series to work on increasing your mobility in your wrist. So the first component, I'm gonna get my hands on the ground. I wanna spread my fingers nice and wide, and I just wanna sense my hands on the ground. I'm gonna come into this position. I'm gonna rock forward. I'm gonna hold for a 2 and rock out. Again, rock forward, feel the stretch, and rock out. I'll do that one more time. Roll forward and rock out. Now, when you do this, we wanna make sure that we don't have stress, we don't have any pinching pain, but you feel a stretch. So now we'll work the other side of the joint. We're gonna go here. So my hands are gonna go down on the ground. I'm gonna spread my fingers. I sense my hands. I'm going to now rock forward and rock back into the stretch. Rock forward and rock back. Now I'll show you a little trick with this. When you perform this movement, try to get your elbows to rotate forward. So the butt of your elbow will rotate forward and you'll exaggerate the stretch a little bit more. So again, I'm down on the ground. I'm gonna rotate my elbows, the butts of my elbows forward, and I'm gonna lean back into the stretch, and I'm gonna get out of it, okay? Now we're gonna work rotation. So now we're gonna work all aspects of the joint. I'm gonna take my hands back down, and I'm gonna go lateral, forward, side, and around. As I'm doing this, I'm breathing, I'm sensing the ground, I'm making sure that I don't feel any pinching stress, that I feel a good stretch. And I'm gonna work 10 that direction, 10 the other direction. I'm gonna work 10 movements or 10 repetitions in both this position, and then here working 10 around and 10 back. All right, guys, moving along to the last exercise for this series of eliminating golfer's elbow. In this series, we're gonna work on addressing the actual tissue needs to get rid of the pain. So I'm gonna take a putter and I'm going to get my elbow into a nice 90 degree. I'm gonna get a good grip and I'm going to rotate the club out as far as I can without pain. So let's say you do this and you get to here and you start to feel that medial elbow pain. I want you to back it out about 10 degrees. So I would go to this position. I'm creating tension. I'm strong through my hand, and I'm gonna perform an isometric hold for 10 seconds. I'm then gonna bring it back up, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna lower it into the position just before pain, and I'm gonna hold for 10 seconds. So I want you guys to do that 10 times on both sides. We'll go ahead and level that off. And then we're going to move into eccentric. So the eccentric is the down. We're gonna control nice and slow, and we're gonna affect that medial tissue, okay? Medial tissue of the elbow. So I've got the putter. I'm in the same position. I'm now going to create tension, and I'm gonna control all the way through, okay? If you can get it all the way to the ground, great. You'll reset it and do it again. We'll perform this for 10 repetitions. So I radiate tension, I'm nice and strong, I'm controlling with the inside all the way to the ground. We'll do that for 10 repetitions. If you feel pain at the bottom, feel free to stop there. And then let's bring it all the way together. So now from that starting position, we're gonna go eccentric all the way without pain, and then concentric, bring it back up. I'll do that one more time. I'm controlling it down, nice and strong, and concentrically drive it up for 10 repetitions.